My name is Huntanor, the storyteller, and today I come to you with a lesson about telling stories. It's easy when telling a story to get caught up in the mind of the person who's driving that story forward, to feel joy in things that are dark because the dark person who did them felt joy in them. But I think it's important to remember the victims. Let's begin. Emir Uzza has gone mad. There's already been some serious consequences of that madness. First, his inability to see that he shouldn't allow his basically 7-year-old son at the time to fight against grown men in a tournament led to his son being permanently disfigured. His constant nightmares about his mother spending time in hell has driven him to deeply, deeply hate his father and all of his father's sons that were born before he was. The goal, ultimately, is to come down here and take this land. Taking Corsica is going to require something bad to happen to the King of Italy, and taking Sicily is going to require something bad to happen to Sultan Mohammed here. There is one move we could make. We could attack this guy. He's weak. We don't particularly have anything against him or any reason to attack him other than convenience, but he will bring us into diplomatic range of our brother. If we want to be successful, though, we need to continue to develop relationships on the peninsula. Masoud here is going to marry our eldest daughter, Jedijah, for an alliance with Baya, because they're pretty strong. I think we're going to find someone who we can marry, like maybe this girl, maybe her sister, who isn't so awful. She's rowdy and honest. Yeah, we'll marry her sister. I mean, obviously, we'll marry her when she grows up. Welcome to my court, Emira Nuara. I hear that you have come seeking information about the education and quality of my youngest daughter. Are you considering her as a spouse for your son Bakr? No, my lord. I come on behalf of my husband, Emir Uzza ibn Shu'Ayb. It is he that desires your daughter as his second wife. Oh, well, that's an even more interesting proposition. She is very young, and her education has been thorough. There's a great deal to be earned by a direct alliance between Mejurka and myself. She does seem to be a fine young woman, and you do not have to worry for her. I will make sure that she is cared for well in my husband's house. Well, there have been rumors, and like all rumors, they're exaggerated, and he is still a kind man. That it shall be. I will have the betrothal contract prepared. We need a second wife anyway, because it's hurting our prestige to not have at least 2 wives. I have gathered you here today to talk to you about the future of the emirate. It is my intent that we spend the next few years developing in preparation for our future conquests. It was put before us to take control of the islands of the Mediterranean in order to secure Muslim interests in the West, and we will do so. Each one of you will be assigned an individual task. Those tasks will be essential. Developing new trade ports, developing new fields, training commanders for our future warfare, and spreading our culture to Sardinia. These tasks are essential to our future, and should any of you fail, there will be dire consequences. Dismissed. We need to save money because we need to build a lot of infrastructure. We need to build farms and fields and trades ports in every single place where it's possible to do so. We also want to start spreading our religion just to the southern half of Sardinia, because we're also going to spread our culture to those places. Should make it easier for us to control them. Our second daughter, we're going to try to marry for an internal alliance, because internal alliances are really important. Like, maybe if he or she have a son, they will marry our daughter. It's probably a good plan. That's interesting. That is my brother's wife. This is why they were fighting together. Okay. Does that mean my brother's youngest son? It was a thought. A new daughter? We will name her Hawa. I like Hawa. Still very tempting. I mean, it would be a huge slight to our brother, because that is the homeland of his wife an extra hand. He will serve as my right hand. I will accept gifts from peasants for sure. Okay, what is this war about? Who is attacking you? Feel like we will fulfill our obligations, because for all that we are mad in relation to our relationship with our brother, we still try at least to uphold our promises to our allies, especially since eventually we're going to need their help if we're ever going to form a sultanate. Fickle? Sure, why not? So let's get in there and help out. I don't like to go fast in wars, but we can speed this bit up. This is bad. Where did he get all these allies from? Like, why is he so huge suddenly? You don't stand a chance, buddy. Suddenly he has twice as many troops as us. Did he hire mercenaries? I bet he hired mercenaries. What's happening here is the definition of a bad thing. Not sure whether we should even be, like, bothering to try to help. Because we're in a troubling position. I don't like it. Where did he get all those troops from? We're out here in no man's land, hoping that we can complete this siege so that we can tell everybody that we participated and then run like cowards to the coast. I think right now everything's going to fall apart. They're going to attack him, and then when they kill him, they're going to decide that I am the next target. Al-Adin? Oh, not only do I like his name, but he got the traits. It's not like Uzza is very fond of Bakr anyway. Oh no, stop. Pause out. We done. No, we didn't mean it. We didn't mean it. We're sorry. Oh God, why did I do it? Why did I do it? I can't even stop laughing. Quick, we must fall back. There's no possible path to victory here. They're going to destroy us. Where did he get all those men from? They must be mercenaries. This war was a mistake. If we can, before we're defeated, we need to send word to Emir Uzza's men in the east. They need to know what's coming. Possibly they can flee and save themselves before they suffer the same fate as us. Commander, we've received a message from the armies from Baya in the east. They've been overwhelmed by an army that's at least 3 times our size. They send word that we should flee to the coast, that there's no possible path to victory anymore. But I cannot flee. You know how Prince Uzza is. You know how the Emir is. If I flee without his order, well, with his mind in the state that it is in now, he'll surely kill me, and I would rather die a brave warrior on the field of battle than be killed by my lord as a traitor. My Lord Uzza, I'm sorry to interrupt, but... Then don't! Don't you see that I'm in a conference with my mother? But the men at the siege... Leave me alone! The men be damned! This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. How did we let this happen? This is like the worst. Gonna be forever before we can make up for that. That was so embarrassing. It wasn't my fault though. I didn't do it. His fault. We did really good. Our plan worked perfectly. Our plan to flee to the coast did not work at all. I don't even know why I didn't start moving as soon as I saw that he was literally destroying the other army. So I'm just gonna forget a language that I know how to speak. That seems a little weird. Especially since I'm pretty sure there's people in my court who have it, but whatever. I can't just practice. We're gonna go for a run. And then we're gonna go for a run. Okay, you wanna hang out? That's cool. Let's have a foot race. Well, at least I still speak Arabic, right? Such the debt. To be in debt forever. But it is necessary. Taking this is necessary so that we can smash this. We will have vengeance on our brother, and we will do it by taking the land that belongs to his wife's kin. That's how we see it. First target is your wife's brother. Second target is your you. Well, I mean, maybe the feast will help me get the debt off my mind. It might also help with this. I think it does help with that. I don't want to become a drunkard. I say that every single time. It's like, that's my mantra to not get the 10% chance, is to just say I don't want to be a drunkard before I say it. One of these times, it's not going to work. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Yeah. I'm not losing prestige because you can't handle the situation. Stress relieved. My big worry right now is that somebody else is going to take advantage of this before we can get our money back, because this guy's real weak, like real weak. See what it looks like. We're too poor to check whether or not our allies will help and how many troops bear, because you can't do it when you're poor. And peasant rabbles. You know what's good about peasant rabbles? Smashing them. Smashing them so that you can create warriors out of their leaders, right? I don't mind a peasant rabble as long as I win the war and gain things from it. Household guard. We're going to switch over to diplomacy now. I think we're going to do the prestige one, and we're going to try to get groom to rule and befriend. Wrathful. Wrathful. He needs to show other people his terrible rage. He needs to punish his enemies. Another son. His name is going to be... That's my brother's name. I don't want to name him. Mustafa. We have a lot of sons right now. That's... guy is terrible. Do we have anyone who isn't terrible? You know, our court physician could do it. I think that's perfectly acceptable. You should start converting this territory. You are ill. Get much worse for you because we don't have a replacement. Blossoming hatred. Yeah, I'm not... I'm not a person who deals well with hate. There, we're out of debt. We got real lucky. Oh, you're sick. What do you want to do with your life? Assuming you don't die. I only have one decent steward in the whole realm, so I guess that's who's training you. Are we ready? We're not ready. We're not ready at all. We probably shouldn't have done this right away. We are not in a good position. We are not in a good position at all for this. I think we're going to land over here. Of course, you'll help. Of course, you'll help. Of course, you'll help. His ally is also helping. All right, so we are going to land off the coast and wait for our allies to show up, and we're going to land someplace over here. Hopefully gather together. Hopefully we can get things done. Should be a lot of guys coming this way. All of his people are showing up. They're definitely getting here first. All right, 4 stewardship. That is not as good as we'd hoped. Luckily, we have lots of alternatives now. It is necessary that our sons prove themselves in battle. Yeah, we've been pushing our luck on debt, that's for sure. Not you, but your son. We want to sway our son-in-law. I think we need to go over here and get our marshal to fix that. We want to wait until our last 2,000 troops show up before we start making actual attacks. See if we can push this siege through. Since we don't seem to be in that much danger, try to get an attack on them going. We'll slow down to a proper speed. What has stressed me out here? Did I just still have a break? I don't even know. I don't even know what's stressing me out anymore. Just go for a run. Make your kids better. Go for a run. Oh, that is definitely stressful. Muiz has died. That sucks. You know, we liked him a lot. He helped us in our early days. Just gonna take this. Our situation down here. Now, we can't remove him from power, because that would be wrong. And we are broke. So let's just let this play out. It's 10 months, a little less than 10 months before we have money again. Negotiate an alliance with you so that you get out of your stupid, bad idea of a faction. Let's just see what we got going on over here. You've done all that. I will help you regain control over your territory. What do you want to do with your life? You want to stab people. Okay. We could probably find you a guardian capable of teaching you to do that. Go ahead. Learn to stab people. Raise all our armies and kill these guys. They are going to hit the sea, and then I don't know what we're going to do about them once they hit the sea. I gotta tell you, I'm not super interested in chasing them into the sea. So what's your plan? Well, what you doing? What's your plan? Do you even know what you're... What is this? What is this? That doesn't even make any sense. Guys, these people don't even know anything about you. What are you doing? That's finished. Let's go to our prison. We have succeeded at getting none of the development we were hoping to get done because we are just at war all the time. No, we're not doing that. But you can get married though. So who do we want you to marry? It makes me wonder. You have a son, but your son is married. That's inconvenient. You have a second son. He's lispy. We could try to murder her, but I don't really want to. But you, marry him. What do you think about that? Oh, you still hate me, do you? Well, that's fine. Well, we'll see how this goes. There's time for this relationship to develop, and it was only a means to an end. A means to an essential end. We're just waiting on this to fill out now. And to make money and start doing the development that we planned to do at the beginning that we've done none of because we've been going on crazy wars. We're one step closer to our plan for vengeance, though, because now we're close enough to reach there. I really want to put a huge effort into changing his opinion of me. I'd like for him to end up being a loyal... Ooh, which counselor died? Marshal? We need a marshal. You know. I mean, you're not that bad, right? Helps us to establish that relationship we're trying to establish. We want you to come up here and claim this. Once we're done with that, we will take our vengeance out on our brother. We seem to misjudge every single person, and it's fine. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's my professional opinion is that it's fine. Befriend. You can take this. This is probably better for now. Just looking at our innovations, we've now made it so that crop rotations will happen in 34 years, which is still an intensely long period of time. But, you know, not much we could do about it. It's because it's him. He's still in control. Which means we need to continue to convert places. Well, we've almost done that one. Maybe that will be the one. The Great Duelist. Stupid kid. Who do you think you are? We're now in charge of the culture, though, which is good. Let's see if that helps with this. A little. It helps a little. I think we're almost ready to declare this war. We want you, where is it, to be a ward to our son, if you will do it. You just change your fate right back. I don't think that's a thing you should be allowed to do. I mean, I'm not sure I care that much. Means we can build our first farms and fields right there. So things are progressing really well. We just have one more claim that we want to push. We're inching closer and closer to the destruction of our brother. Ideally, we want him in our prison at the end of this, but we'll see exactly what happens. Oh, that's useful. Now, we shall take our first learning perk, which will be scientific. And we are ready to do this. It's happened. We are ready. So just understand this. We're not ready. You have an heir. He is a son. Would you like your son to marry one of my unmarried daughters? That'd be great. And you, maybe you. Oh, you're just a kid. Your heir is unmarried, so would you like for your son to marry? You won't do it? I feel a little snubbed. Okay, fine. That's your son? Marry my daughter? Good. Now we have formed enough alliances that this battle should be very possible. If I take the emirate, he becomes my vassal, which is exactly what we're looking for. We have begun the process of destroying our brother and putting an end to my father's vile line. Except for the part of his vile line that comes from me, because that line is vile in a fully different way. I am unswayed by consequences when it comes to this course of action. I don't care how it turns out. We need to invite all of our allies. We have plenty of prestige with which to do it. This is why we worked so hard to have good relationships on the peninsula, because they make these wars possible. Just like last time, we're going to have to wait for our allies. We're just going to land, all of us at once. Finish this first battle. That's interesting. You see, I'd rather not. I'd rather actually not. Capturing him was an enormous boon. But capturing him means that we can do this. It had to be done. So did the second half. So, our marshal has died. We have put our rival in charge as marshal. We are devastating everything here. I didn't know I had two nephews. I thought it would be my brother. Well, that's fine. Who's this? Ah, you can go free. We don't care about you. You're just money. Our desire for vengeance is kind of sated. There we have it. It's going to be done soon. Oh. Ah. Do you see, Mother? Do you see what I've done for you? Look at him. Your husband, our father. Our father is dead, Uzza. Our father is dead. Why? See that I've strung him up. Do you see the cuts that I put on him? Are you satisfied yet, Mother? Are we done? Can I stop now? Please. There. Now he's dead. Are you satisfied, Mother? Are you satisfied? No. No. Well, he didn't last in that job very long, did he? Here, you could do it. This war is devastating. Like, this has been a horribly devastating war. Like, we are hardly winning these battles. In fact, we may not win this battle at all. That is another devastating battle with so many consequences. This war. Okay, well, that was awful. Like, the literal worst. What can we do here? We can't do this, which we knew, because we don't have crown authority. But we have done so much harm. So many warriors have died. I myself have been badly disfigured. Badly disfigured in the battle. My rival died. My old marshal died. My brother was tortured and then killed by me. And now here we are. I don't want my nephew in charge. He's just another part of the problem. We are going to immediately... Oh, I don't know. It's hard to decide what to do from here. Our thirst for vengeance has put everything into a terrible state. We need to really think about what has to happen here. We are nowhere near being able to get the technology we need to remove him. Has our hatred been calmed enough for us to wait for now? Are we prepared to allow forgiveness to take place? Are we ready to move on? No, I don't think we are. I don't think we are. So our madness has driven us to yet another level of horror. We're going to get a support scheme there. Then we're going to go into here. And we're going to invite this agent who we will bribe. 76% chance seems to be a pretty good chance. Bakr, what did you die of? Injuries from the war. Our son has died. And we are going to keep him. We are going to give him a nice room in the palace. It's going to be pretty. A good place for him to live. We're going to go there and we're going to apologize to him forever for how we caused him to lose an eye, caused him to lose his nose, caused him to lose his arm, and then caused him to die. But the thing is, it was... Do you hear it? Do you hear it, Doctor? Yes, my lord, I can hear. He's here. He's here. He never left. Thank you. Thank you for your service, Sanyo. Necessary. And that's what we need to explain to him, and that's why it's so important that we keep him around. We need to make sure he understands our murder plot continues. What is a little gold after all? We're already at 91%. And there's a 30-something% chance that this will expose our murder scheme. It's too risky. With our son now dead and living in his permanent rooms in our palace in Majorca, uninvited. I hope you're not afraid of spiders, Yusuf. Gotcha. So, has our desire for vengeance been sated? I do not know if our desire for vengeance has been sated. I did say I would try to get them all. Oh, you're a renegade, are you? The time of madness has come. And this is why you get allies. This is what allies are for. What do you want to do with your life? You want to be a steward. Here's someone to teach you to be a good steward. In the future, when the generations of our family are known for piracy, it is going to be the reign of the terrible Uzza ibn Shu'Ayb that people speak of in horror as the origin story of our horrid reputation. This has actually got a lot of the things I want in it. Al-Adin comes of age. Praise God. I know God is with me. I know the form that truth takes. Everyone's in my prison. They're all in my prison. And these years of war are going to destroy them all. I don't know what to say. They're all in my prison. Everyone's in my prison. What a wonderful day. Oh, wait. What? We have oh, no, that's fine. I was like, it looks like we had way less people than I thought we had. We are devastating everyone. These endless wars, they're so destructive. My steward has died. I guess I'll put her in charge. Good, that peasant revolt that I didn't participate in at all has been finished. See if we catch him and kill him. Put a siege down on this. The Berters are good people. If me saying your people are good people is enough for you to overlook my completely monstrous behavior and make you my friend, in spite of the fact that I literally forced vassalization on you and have done nothing except cause horrible things. Paying attention, and we won the war, but we were in a menu looking for this guy's... Wait, we have to do it from here because we have to end the scheme. And then we try to befriend him. Look at that. 89% chance of befriending him. So there we are. That is the state of things. Our fits of madness have caused many deaths. We have lost all of our best counselors, all of our best warriors, but we have succeeded at overthrowing our brother, killing his son, banishing his son, and imprisoning his grandson. There is really nothing to say. Almost all of my vassals are currently in my prison. Almost all of my vassals are currently in my prison. It is horrendous. Literally horrendous. Look at this guy. So this is what we're going to do, right? Well, we're going to execute the kid, which is going to force him to come home. And then we are going to try to imprison him, which is going to trigger a war. Continue to declare wars in our madness until we rule it. Let's just see. Who is next in line for this place? Huh. This guy. And then I wonder what happens if I just kill them and kill them and kill them and kill them. It's a mad, mad world, and this is a mad, mad war. No one's getting out of my prison until after these wars are done. Oh, my war's been invalidated because he died of poison. What a thing to have happened. Huh. I wonder what his son feels about being imprisoned. Yes, I am a tyrant. I have a million tyranny. I am the most tyrannical tyrant ever because I hate them. Huh. Look at that. You know, I really feel like the logical thing for the next kid to do is just refuse. Like, just refuse. Because you know it's coming. There's no doubt about it. You know it's coming. There's nothing between you and me to stop me from doing this. I am going to kill you. I'm going to kill you in my prison. No one is going to try to help you. Oh, you're gluttonous. That's too bad. I will send your severed head to the assholes in, I think, probably Italy. Let's just split off an army and send it here. Sucks that my spy master is in prison. You can hold a job till he's out. You can just call me the Mad King. The Mad Emir. Mustafa has grown up. He's a flamboyant trickster. It's not so good. Let's just do that. This army is going to hit him when he lands, because hitting him when he lands means we'll get the benefit from him having just landed. Oh, that's awful. I wonder who inherits after this guy. Who's his... Oh, you're his heir. Well, isn't that interesting? Interesting. Wonder who your heir is now. Is it me? Am I your heir now? Oh. How could that be possible? How is it possible? You mean, since I rule the house, I could just undo the shitty thing my father did to me? And put myself back in charge? And the worst part about the whole thing is, I could have done this long ago. I didn't need to kill every one of you. I could have done other things. Huh. Huh. Well. Would you look at that? Just make sure we're in command of the army so that he can't capture me. And that's it. The end has come. I have, through utter and absurd lunacy, taken my father's lands and killed the vast majority of his house. There are 2 houses. I have, through sheer lunacy, mad wars, and tyranny, killed everyone between me and my father's lands, avenging my mother, and making myself one of the most horrid tyrants. I don't think much more can be said about that. I've killed so many of my own kin. So many of my own kin. Almost, I think all of my vassals may be in prison at this time. Look at this. I have 1 non-mayor vassal. And he hates me. And rightly so. He should hate me. Of course he hates me. We have literally nearly destroyed my father's house. There's still people in his house. Right? But it's mostly dead. I think I've pretty much guaranteed it's going to die out, because all that are left are daughters. And those daughters will probably marry people. Like, most of them are already married to people who don't keep the house. Today, Uzza has went fully and completely mad. Beyond even what I would have predicted when I started recording today. Alright, thank you for watching. Like it if you like it. Come by and visit my channel if you enjoy CK3 and Stellaris Storytime. Or if you enjoy other strategy games played in a little bit more serious way, I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.